Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm meteorologist Evelyn Maruszak, and I'm just kind of going to be talking to you guys a little bit about what we can expect for today, since it's kind of been all over the place each update of our models. And I'm just going to, pull some of them up, explain them, and then, and we will go from there. And I'll explain to you what our friends over at the National Weather Service is letting us know, and everything like that. So right now we are looking at this system. If we want to pull up our graphics, we are checking out this low pressure system here, and that is just really sitting up to our north and east, right over the Wisconsin and over Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Guys, if we want to pull up that graphic for us, please. So there it is, perfect. All right, so this is what we are looking at for us today. This is our huge low pressure system that we're seeing on the satellite and radar for us. And we have let me try to get a little pointer up. There we go. Yeah, so here's our low pressure system right here. It's sitting right there, and our cold front right now is right here. It is moving. It has just passed the Minnesota-Iowa border and is going towards the Dubuque area right now. So there's the cold front. And these are the storms that we were kind of hoping would be a little closer to home for us here in the Quad Cities, that would stop some development for any potentially severe storms later this afternoon. But they were all well up into Wisconsin and far away from us, sadly. So we now have to really look at some of that severe weather development that's going to be a little closer to home for us. But right now we have some clouds moving in and out of the area for us. Our temperatures are in the 70s, some of us already in the 80s, which is great. Let's take a look at that weather impact alert graphic, though, that we have, just so I can start to talk about it a little bit more. So we have our time range right now, 3 to 8 p.m. And that is for those strong to severe storms that could be possible, with wind being the main threat, followed by some hail. So definitely, I know there's lots of different community events going on, especially our Friday night football and the New Windsor Rodeo as well. So the Storm Prediction Center has us in a level 1 and 2 out of 5 for some severe weather today. And the biggest threat, like I just said, is going to be that wind. That wind is what we're going to be feeling, especially as we have a few boundaries that are moving ahead of that cold front, bringing in those rushes of wind for us. And these winds have the strength to bring down some tree branches. That's what the Weather Service was telling us. So we would have those localized strong winds as things move through. But also, just like we saw earlier this week, we cannot count out an isolated tornado as well. We're just on the low end of this tornado threat, but that is about 2%. That's what the Storm Prediction Center has for our region today. But then we also have our hail threat as well for us today, that could come in with these potential severe storms. Are we live right now, guys? Sorry, guys. Okay, all right, hello everyone, welcome back. We have some technical difficulties. I can start right back over for us. So hi, I'm meteorologist Evelyn Maruszak. Welcome to the stream for us here on the News 8 app. So I can just backtrack just a second and bring us back to our beautiful satellite and radar graphic that we can see right here. And I'll just go over what I talked about here, because it was honestly really cool. So we have our low pressure system that is sitting over Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and slowly making its way to the east for us as well. And our cold front right now has now passed into Iowa, moving closer to the Dubuque area, so kind of in this tri-state region of Iowa, Wisconsin, and Illinois for us. But it's still sitting off to our northwest, now pushing through and pushing all those clouds ahead of it as well. And these rounds of some thunderstorms that are over in Wisconsin, this is what some of the models were really hoping were going to be closer to home earlier today, to stop some of that severe development, to stabilize the atmosphere once they were done. So the atmosphere would have to work double hard to reboot and refuel for us. But sadly, those were far to our north, so it won't be too much help for us here in the Quad Cities. Some of us, though, in our northern hometowns might have seen some little showers here and there as well, but they didn't really do much for those chances. So we do have that weather impact alert set for 3 to 8 p.m. today for those strong to severe storms that are going to be possible, bringing in some severe weather threats. And those can be localized strong winds, some large hail, some soaking downpours, and even some isolated tornadoes. So let's look at those threats exactly. So the Storm Prediction Center has us in a level 1 and level 2 out of 5 for some severe weather today. Most of our Iowa viewers, you guys are just in that level 1, but then the eastern side of some of our Iowa counties, you guys are in that kind of in that split, that 1 and 2, but then pretty much almost all of our Illinois hometowns are in that level 2 out of 5 for some severe weather. And so, like I said, the wind is just going to be one of the biggest things that we're going to be seeing out there. It has the strength, if these winds come to fruition, they have the strength to potentially, you know, break some tree branches as well, maybe blow your trash cans over as well. But, and we could take a look at our hail too, because this would be the next biggest threat that we are going to be seeing out there as well. And then we can't rule out any spin-up isolated tornadoes, especially we saw that spin-up over in Morning Sun earlier this week, so we just truly cannot rule anything out when we have our level 1s and 2s out of 5 for us today. But some other things that the National Weather Service said, that if anything happens before 2 p.m., these would be scattered showers to the north. So I can pull up our future track that this is the model we were looking at. So if anything starts to happen before that 2 to 3 p.m. Mark for us here, let me back this up just a little bit. There we go. So here we are. I'm going to have this starting at 1 p.m. for us today, and we can kind of see that boundary start to move forward. It's kind of like just that little line of some clouds that's stretching all the way down from Burlington up towards us here in the Quad Cities, and of course into northern Illinois. And those are those little isolated, scattered little showers to the north. No, really nothing severe with these that we're looking at before 2 p.m. and even just before 3 p.m. I know we have our weather impact alert set for 3. But then afterwards, that's when things could start popping up around our viewing area. See, there they go, around 5 p.m. We could see that's on the Iowa side of things over in Clinton County and just dipping down into Scott County as well for us. And then it's just kind of going to boom up like that. And then we're going to further up to the north as well. We can kind of see some activity dipping down into the northeastern part of Joe Davis County and into Carroll County as well. But yes, so we're going to keep moving this future track a little forward. The main window for any of development is going to be between 2 and 4 p.m. for us today. Far to the north, though, I think is how it's going to go for us. But then between 4 and 8 p.m., this is when we're going to be seeing that peak storm coverage, especially on the Illinois side of the river for us. And this is for all those severe threats. I'm going to actually open this up just a little bit more, and just so I can zoom in a little easier so we can see some, get more specifics on those hometowns that we can be seeing a little later for us. So let me move this back up to just when things start popping up for us around 7 o'clock. I'll zoom in a little bit more. So yeah, so on the Iowa side, right south of Calamus, DeWitt, and Clinton, going towards Eldridge, you guys can be seeing some of that heavier localized rain around 7 p.m. tonight. And then, of course, like I just mentioned, to the north, I know most of it is just outside of our viewing area, but Joe Davis County, you guys can be seeing over by Stockton and then over in Lanark as well. You guys can start to see some rain move into our region for us. And I can continue to move this forward just a little bit. And that's when it's going to be moving to the south. The left cell is going to be moving to the south of the Quad Cities around 7:30 for us. And who's going to be affected by this one? This is going to be Reynolds, Kelowna, Coin Center, and Moline as well. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this for the immediate Quad Cities. This little cell is going to be moving between 7:30 p.m. for us. Just about 6:30 just to our north, and then it's going to move through between 7:30 and 8, and then it's going to shrink up a little bit and then bubble up again more to our south around 8:30 past the Quad Cities for us there. So I can back it up and move it again for you guys so we can see it just a little closer. I could even zoom in as well for you guys. There we go. All right, now move it forward again. Oop, it went away. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so it's going to be moving through the Quad Cities between 6 and 8 for us for the immediate Quad Cities, which is great because I know a lot of us have those high school football games. And so if the brunt of it is going to be just here in the metro, our hometowns to the east of I-74, just following I-80 between Geneseo and Princeton, you guys might just get some regular rain for us there. And that won't be too bad of an issue for you guys because, you know, we can handle some rain. We just need that lightning to stay away for your Friday night football. And so you won't have too much of a big threat there for us. So it would really just be the Quad Cities between 6:30 and 8 for us. And then it'll kind of die out and then pop right back up again a little to the south in Mercer County, Illinois for us, and going towards Knox, the northern part of Knox County and Warren County for us as well. But yeah, so, and then let's take a look at that little right cell that's just outside of our viewing area. Sterling, you guys could get clipped by some of the rain that is part of this system too, as it continues to move out towards the I-88, I-39 corridor, and then eventually it continues to move south a little bit too. It could regroup by Princeton, or just south of you guys, near Princeton, Peru as well. And then after 8 p.m., we are truly not expecting anything to be severe. We think once the sun goes down and that heat starts to go away, it would just be your run-of-the-mill thunderstorms. And so nothing would be bad after that. I know the average game start time for a lot of high school football games are around 7 p.m. So once again, I'll back this up to just about 6:30 for us. That's when it is when the cell that we're really looking at for the immediate Quad Cities is at 6:30 p.m. for us there. And then I'll move it to 7, and then 7:30, and then 8, and then 8:30. Once again, it kind of blips out between 8 and 8:30, and then pops up over on the eastern side of Mercer County, going towards Galesburg for us as well. And so this model is called the HRR, the HRRR, and so this one gives a little bit of an extended coverage as well. So it's not as precise when it comes to like very, very, very local, but it also shows you who could be getting that rain if these storms, you know, grow and develop as we go throughout the evening and night for us as well. But after that, a lot of the heavy stuff is going to be over by Chicago as well. But once this really starts to move outside of our viewing area, that will be around 10:30 for us. And we would just have some light lingering showers if anything wants to stick around for us as well. So once again, if anything pops up before 2, these would just be the scattered showers to the north. No hazards expected. Between 2 and 4, there could be some initial storm development far to our north and east. But then between 4 and 8 p.m., that's when we're looking for our peak storm coverage. That's when we could see all of those storm threats, the wind, the localized rain, the hail as well. And then after 8, these storms are going to be moving to our south and our east as well. And that's when those hazards are going to be ending for us. So, you know, have your ways to be weather aware. I mean, there's the NOAA radio, there's our Storm Track 8 app to be updated with the forecast and a live radar as well, and a future track on it too. And then of course, you know, just have your phone and be able to just be weather aware. If you're going to be out and about at any community events, you know, have your umbrella, have a rain poncho, just something to stay dry as well. And if you're going to be out driving around, like I said, there are those threats of just heavy localized downpours that could have some ponding on the roads. So just, you know, be careful while you're driving. Reduce your speed and just give yourself some extra driving time as well. And as we get closer to the next couple of refreshes of some models, James and I are going to be continuing to be keeping an eye on this, especially as things develop to our north later today. But we will be giving you updates, especially closer to the 4 p.m. for the current. That's when you guys will be seeing James on your screen. And yeah, we will be continuing to update you guys and update our web story as well. So you can just keep an eye on that. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and stay weather aware and weather safe. Thank you all.